Hey y'all, I'm Kiki Hunter.
What's good, people? I'm Marc Hunter.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the
Hunt
Hunt
Life
Life
Podcast.
Podcast.
We created this podcast to give a real view of life as millennials navigating the world.
Real life discussions about the struggles our generation go through from family, love, and everyday life. We just trying to break generational curses to chase our dream life.
Come with us on this journey to hunt life and tackle everything else in between.
What's good, people? I'm Hunt,
Hey y'all, it's Kiki.
and welcome to the Hunt Life Podcast. We on episode 18. We got it right on the first go this time. Episode 18.
Yep.
So, how was your week?
That's a good question.
Is it now?
Yeah, because I think my week has been, I feel like I just been busy as usual. I feel like that's always my answer. Like, I never know how my week has went or is going until I think really you asked me that question. I really think about it. I just been overwhelmed this week, but it is what it is. Life of an entrepreneur
Yeah.
and a mom. The kids been wild, especially that little one, that toddler, toddler.
Yeah.
Whew, child. Toddler phases is
Something serious.
how was your week?
It was alright. Blase, Yeah. Meh. Yeah, the weather, and then just the weather more than anything.
The weather has been crazy. The
Yeah.
weather's been. I thought we
Weather,
not supposed to be.
I
We not
know,
supposed to
but
stop.
it's about my week. Like, yeah, my week
You just
depends on with
the
the
weather.
weather. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
especially
it
what I
does.
do.
What you
So
do. Yeah,
it depends on the weather. And it's like for the past since the beginning of the year, the weather's been so unpredictable.
that's true.
So
You
that's the
don't
part
know.
that's
They keep
screwing it
being
up.
cold, hot, rainy, cold, hot. Like it's listen.
Yeah, they trying to make it cold, but it's not
It's not
cold.
going.
It's just not doing what it's supposed to do. But
Hmm.
hey, what
And
can
I
I
heard the
do?
groundhog didn't see his shadow.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because it's 6 weeks until spring anyhow. So that's like some type of random finesse they did
Just thought I should.
to try to like
Like
get us to be into something that we don't even like. It shouldn't even matter. Like if it
no,
sees its
that's true.
shadow or not,
Yeah,
it's still 6 weeks. It don't mean that spring
just a
come
cloudy
early.
day. I mean, what you
Yeah,
mean? Yeah.
like yeah. But on this episode for this week, episode 18, we're gonna talk about like, do y'all even care? Do we care? Do anybody care?
You can. You know how this came about? Let me tell y'all real quick. So we was going over the topics, right?
As we
And I was
do
like,
at the last
what should
minute.
we? Why I got to be there at the last minute? It was not the last minute.
Yes, it kind of sort of
It was
was.
this morning because we started talking
That's
about
the
stuff
last
early.
minute.
Because we talk about stuff, and if we say it too early, then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna think about it. We're gonna have thoughts, and then we're gonna talk about it, and then it's gonna be too late. Then they won't ever
True.
hear it.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have to do it like at least the morning of, so that way we can like hold it.
Yeah.
And then we got to try to remember it.
But the thing is that yesterday she brought it up talking about what we gonna talk about. Like she had a topic and everything, and then she just changed the subject. Well, nah, because you was finna blast me, so let me just clear the air real quick. But as you were saying,
I don't even remember doing that. See,
that's the
I've been
point.
that busy.
Just busy.
So he was pretty much like, I don't care. And I was like, why you don't care? He was, I don't care. You know, sometimes I don't care don't sound right. Like, so I'm like, why you don't care? What's the problem? He was like, do anybody care? So I was like, okay, well, let's get that off your chest. Because maybe, like, no point in forcing it.
Yeah, nah. Oh nah, we ain't gonna force nothing around here. We let it go. We let the chips fall as they may, as I like to say.
But it's a good topic though.
Yeah.
It's been circling the week that I think I've like in the groups I've been going through. Like, do people care? What do we care about?
Yeah, personally. Even
Everybody always
like
talking about what they don't.
culturally or like just racely, not like I don't think that's the right word. Meaning like
Race wise?
Yeah, race wise. I said racely. I just made up a whole word. But it's like, yeah.
What do you care about? Let us
First
know in the
question.
comments.
Yeah, what do you care about?
What do you care about? Let us know.
Because I honestly feel like people don't care about nothing. I care about things. I'm not talking about like Because I feel like people care about their family. People care about. Oh, man. Well, you want to talk about it? You don't think people care about their family?
I think it's debatable. I think people think I think it sounds good to say you
The
care about your
illusion
family.
of talk. Yeah.
Yeah, the illusion. But like, do you really? Are you willing to put in that extra little time with your family, even though you'll be annoyed by it?
Yeah.
Are you willing to do the little things that show that you really care? Or is it just better to say, I care?
Well, that's that whole putting on for social media.
I mean, sometimes you put on just to make yourself sleep at night. I think that's what a lot of people do. Oh, I care. But then your kids, when y'all care so much, y'all nobody gave a shit about
The
doing
kids episode.
Yeah, the kids episode.
That's the crazy part. That's when
That's
I
how much y'all care
realized
about kids.
that people don't care about kids. I was like, dang.
But we love our kids.
We love our kids, but we didn't care to want to talk about how to raise kids in this new generation. Yeah. Well, I guess because.
Meanwhile, we fighting against millennials and Gen Z.
That was hilarious. Yeah. I was going to bring that up. But
it's going to be a part of the rant.
Is it?
For me, it is.
I was like, it ain't no debate up on millennials versus Gen Z. I feel like our generation was just much more better.
It was.
But even though that, I think it's like a rite of passage though. Because we kind of sort of was like our generation was better than our parents' generation.
But it was.
So now the next generation is like they're better than our generation.
Lies.
Even though that theirs is a lie, but they still feel like it because
they're lying to themselves. They ain't got a leg to stand on.
Because they don't care to have a leg to stand on. I think that's what it is. Like their generation,
Probably
Generation Z,
feelings.
You know their Generation Z feelings. They are full of nothing but feelings. That's the problem with Generation Z. Their feelings. They get participation trophies. Everybody is welcome. It's just a lot of feelings. Like, come as you are and stuff like that. Like, it's just, that's weird, bro. Like, call me, I guess, an old head for saying that, but like,
I need to grow up.
That's the main thing.
like,
they
need to grow up. Yeah. Like, stop whining about it. How you want to whine because you look old in this generation? I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you look old, you look old. Like, figure out how to look younger then. Shit.
Maybe I'll take off some of this makeup and give your faces and your bodies time to like develop fully without, give your hair time to breathe. Maybe it helps.
Maybe quit putting on a man toupee. That might work too.
Not a man toupee.
Nah, I think you should because they kind of sort of rejuvenate that hairline. You want to look old, well, you want to look young, but then you got an old dude hairline. That don't work. So, I mean, I get that part, but
it is what it is.
If you ain't got no hair, boy, show that you ain't got no hair. Like, don't be bald headed, my G. Don't do that.
We can't all look the same. But I mean,
that's what's wrong with this generation. They all look the same.
Yeah.
Our generation, we had swag, bro. Like, everybody wanted to be individuals.
Because we cared about being different. Like, now nobody, like, you're right. Don't nobody care about that no more.
Mm-hmm. They don't care
it's
about
like everybody's in this state of, like,
a ball of confusion.
Shut down mode. Like, everybody's, like, still going. You know how your computer keeps telling you it's going to die, but then it don't? Like, and then you put it on charge just enough to keep it going.
Like your cell phone.
Don't do that. This is not about my cell phone. Do not do that. Like,
your shit be at 2%. I got a little bit more time. Like, do you really? Yeah, I got like 30, 45 more minutes. Like, that's a shame. To where you got X amount of time before it's going to drop dead.
You got to test it. You got to test it. It could be a trick.
That's even another thing about our generation and their generation. At least in our generation, cell phones batteries last longer.
Yeah.
These days, a battery will go dead within the next 3 hours.
Just ridiculous.
You can't do nothing without your battery going dead.
At all.
But nah, man, it's just about, like, caring. Like, not the so-called like caring as in people that's telling on everybody, but like, do y'all care? Do y'all care about the topics we talk about? Do we even like care about actually putting forward with trying to change the things? Because you can ask, like, because people ask about relationship topics, how to stand on your purpose and all these different things, but then it's like you look a couple of days later and they like still doing the same stuff. So it's like,
Do you really care?
do you care? Because it's like you
Your
ask these
stuff
questions.
still messed up. You still doing the same. So you ain't took no consideration to.
Yeah, nah, that's true. Like everybody just a one size fit all. Like how
Like
we
we could
supposed
tell
to
you
care?
1,000 times it starts with you. So no, y'all don't want to hear that because y'all
Nope.
don't care about it starting with you. Y'all think a whole nother human being can fix you and your problems and just make you happy, and they can't. Like 1 minute you want a man, next minute you don't want no man. Next 1 minute you independent, and next minute it's a ball of confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is just in like a weird shutdown mode, and it's like we don't even care about the presidents no more.
Yeah,
That man running around here running a book,
falling asleep everywhere, stumbling over words.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah,
I'll tell you later.
he doing so much. I can't even say like the words that he doing because they gonna try to flag us.
Can't say that.
But he be doing stuff. But I'm gonna get flagged for trying to go in up on it. That's the
But y'all
crazy
don't care
part.
always.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Because if y'all did, then y'all would know what was going on.
Then you could tell people, you know what they hit you with. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Ooh, I'm gonna put that on the record right now. That burns me up. I'm gonna tell you that burns me up. When I tell y'all information that you asked me for, you bring the topic up and then you ask me for my opinion.
Because they don't care.
And then you hit me with a damn, that's crazy.
Because it's just a
I be about to hang up the
talking
phone.
thing.
Like I delete.
People just be talking just to talk, man.
I don't want to do that. Call somebody else.
That's why I was on this. Like I kind of sort of just don't care. Because it's like I'm just talking just to talk. And I ain't one of them just to talk type of people. When I talk, like I actually have something valuable to put out there. So it's like, why would I want to waste both of our time by just talking? We just dry talking, and it's like we dropping jewels, we dropping little stuff, little tidbits, or just different things to help improve that we feel like in our point of view. But it's like, do you really care about our point of view? But then you ask us about our point of view, and then we tell you our point of view, and then it's like you don't care about our point of view. So don't ask me about my point of view. But then now I seem hostile because I'm like, you don't care about my point of view, so why ask me?
Yeah, I'm the a-hole.
My
for saying like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna start doing. When people ask me something, I'm like, I'm cool. Like I'm just gonna. That's how I'm gonna answer. Yeah, I'm cool. Like, cause I can't tell you how many times somebody asks me a question and then I give you an answer and then you dismiss it and then somebody else says that same thing and then you come back and you tell it to me and I'm like, but I said that.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And then you bypass the fact that I said that shit already first. I'm cool.
Yeah. When people ask me how you doing, I'll be like, don't worry about me, I'm a thug. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't worry about me, I'm a thug. How your business doing? Don't worry about me, I'm a thug. Because you don't care.
You don't really care. How many times do you ask a person a day, like, how are you? And people just be like, oh, I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. Are you?
Are you? Do you really know what that means?
Just finished crying in your car 2 seconds ago. Girl, no, you not. You was not okay.
You could cry in your car and still be blessed, though.
Can you?
Maybe you crying because of the blessing. I know. But like, it's the truth, though. But like, yeah, because the crying part, you know, people cry babies. Some people are cry babies anyhow, so they don't take away from them being blessed.
It's not the fact that you putting in emotions. It's just like being honest. I tell people, don't ask me how I'm doing if you don't care, because I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. However I'm feeling in that moment, I'm good. If I'm overwhelmed, I'm like, child, I've been better. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you, baby, it's the stress of it all. Like I'm gonna really tell you how I feel in that moment because you asked. If you don't care, don't ask. Baby, say something else.
True.
Say something, because I'm not gonna ask you. And people have said that's very rude of me, and it's not on purpose. But if I just don't care how you feel, I'm not gonna ask you.
Yeah, I don't
it's
ask
not on
purpose.
Yeah, I don't. I like, and somebody brought it to my attention and was like, you know, you never ask how somebody's doing. I'm like, because it depends on if I care. Because you're not gonna be honest, so you want me to allow you the chance to lie? Mm-hmm. That's rude of you. Like,
I don't like that little short conversation. That little
Because what if you say you horrible? Now
icebreaker.
what?
Like, yeah, what I'm supposed to do with that? Oh Lord, I'm just stressed.
What am I supposed to say to that?
Like,
Like,
how am I supposed to yeah, I can't do nothing with that.
I just called you to see if you had some sugar at your house.
Yeah,
And now
you were here like
I ain't care.
running your mouth about every single thing that I don't care about.
Yeah. So that's I'm like, but that goes to what the people are liars.
Yeah, that they don't care. That's why they liars.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy,
Because
man.
being honest takes work, and it takes you to care. You got to put action towards it. To care about something, at some point you have to put an action towards it.
Yeah.
We are showing we care because we're doing the podcast. We have business that is dedicated to people, to helping people literally.
Mhm.
Like, I
Both of
literally
our
help
business.
people for a freaking living.
I
Like,
help people for a living too. I wash your
Yeah.
dirty cars.
you said I wash y'all dirty.
But
You
it's the
do.
truth. That's literally what I do. I wash dirty cars. Well,
Yeah.
except for my like good clients, their cars don't be dirty. It be just a little bit. Those are the best ones. But the ones I don't be caring about is the ones that have filthy cars, and then they want to try to talk me down up on my price.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm
Pay me my word.
like, yeah, don't do that.
Like don't
do that.
I should go to your job and tell them I ain't like your customer service today. So I know.
But now I'm wrong.
Yeah, now I'm wrong.
Well, actually, I do that. I don't.
Mark.
I don't care. I don't. I literally just went off on the dude at HEB today. Because I said a half a pound. I said 1.5 pounds of shrimp. He give me 2 pounds. I'm like, bro, like if you would have been paying attention, then you would have gave me the right number. You too busy back there talking. So it's like you're not paying attention to your job. You ain't speak or nothing. You just ask what we want. So I like that. That gets on my nerves. Y'all be wanting to work at people's establishments, but then y'all want to be rude. Y'all having all these personal conversations in the busiest time of the day, and you being rude, like duh. So I'm gonna say something. I'm one of them people. I'm gonna say something. Because it's
But that's
annoying.
what I'm saying. People don't care about that just because they work in a job that they don't care about,
Mhm.
something they're not passionate about. Like, and people work jobs as if it's something you just have to do. Yeah, you got to do it, but at the same time, you can find something that you actually enjoy and work that.
But I don't know if it's that many people that enjoy working at grocery stores. Besides, like old women,
so
like
do
old
better.
people like working at grocery
Yeah,
stores.
I'm
They
like,
like
no,
working
some
at
people
cashiers
do.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because
it's
those be
something
the
for
most
them to
politest
do.
people. When you get your old person at the cashier,
Because those
cash
really
register.
who those jobs are for, and teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, but for your 20, 30-year-old ass working in a grocery store that you don't even like, how about you go find something that you do like to do, but you don't care to do that? You don't care to go find something that's going to fuel you to like be a better person. You just want to sit around and complain about what it's not, and then how the world has you down, and how the man has you down, and how women have you down, and how men have you down. Like, just a big complain fest.
You
and
run
it's
around
like,
here on autopilot, but you mad at everybody else.
Mhm.
But you don't care. That's why you on autopilot.
Yeah.
You can't come at everybody else and ruin everybody else's day because you on autopilot. Like some people not. Like some people actually got purposes and they motivated and they inspired and just doing they want to do what they're supposed to do. And you get these people that's just NPCs that's just on autopilot that just running around here messing up for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because they don't care.
That's true. Because you know what I saw? I was on, because I've been on TikTok real heavy lately. And
that's where we get some of our good content from. Because people be wilding on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok is lit. But they were talking about that, like how people don't care about anything, so much to the point of they'll argue just for the sake of being right, because that's the only thing you care about, even if it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
And like you'll sit here and complain about how bad somebody is treating you as if you don't have any choice in the matter of how they're treating you, instead of being like, you know what, I'm not gonna allow this person to treat me like this anymore. Like you'll just complain about it, and then you'll tell other people about it, and then you'll just it's like, okay, so what are you gonna do about it exactly? Or you just, if you're gonna complain, I really feel like just shut up, because I have a lot of shit to complain about, and I don't. I don't. By the time I get to complaining, I'm like fed up to here. with it. Like I've been suppressing it for a long time, and it's time to just blow up one good time, and then I move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, but it's people that will complain all the time about the same stuff as if they have no
Say
type
so.
of in their own lives, because it's gonna take too much work for you to give a fuck. It's
Yeah.
going to take too much work for you to actually care about your own self, to make your own self better, to get your own self in a better situation, to like actually live your life. It's going to take too much work, so you don't care.
Mhm.
And then we have so many people talking about what you don't. We get what you don't care about.
What do you care
What do
about?
you care? Like, what do you care about enough to make that your drive? And like, I don't think people really fully comprehend that statement of "do you care?" Because even when people say, everybody say, you ask people again, y'all want to participate in the poll. What do you care about? Now, I bet you majority of people are going to say, like you said earlier, family and kids. Where are your kids right now? How much time have you spent talking to them today?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who did they spend the majority of their day with?
Yeah.
Like, life is hard enough, but I feel like everybody's also doing the bare minimum. Like, we did the relationship episode, and then we did the purpose episode, and it's like, yeah, it's okay, it's cool, but where do you care enough
To put it forward, do what you need to do.
Because like you said, it's no cheat sheet. People don't want to hear that because people think it is. Like, and it's that's ridiculous for you to think that it is.
It's a cheat sheet. You need to do your work. That's the cheat sheet. Do your work. Like, once you do your work, if you stumble, hit your head on the ground, fall, you pick yourself back up and you go over the process that you just went through. Because it ain't really no L's as in losing. It's more so like
It's a
lesson.
lesson.
So you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you figure out where you went wrong, and you apply that to the next thing. So it's like you won't continue to like bust your head. You will actually learn how to win instead of keep trying to be a loser. Like you gotta fall in order for you to get up. And that was random, but that's true though. You do gotta fall to get up.
Like just the fear of being
Failure.
hurt. Yeah.
Everybody's scared to failing.
But failure is a part of hurt.
We so scared to failing that they put in schools to where your kids can't even fail. Like that's how much like people as in society care so much about failing. Like they don't want to fail so much that your kid can't fail. So how do you know if your kid actually doing good? We don't want people to fail so much that we give second place a trophy. We give fourth place a trophy. Like if your kid is like if you a loser, you're a loser, bro. Not saying that you're a loser personally, but at whatever you just did, you lost. So figure out how to get better. That's the part of like being a human. Yeah. That's the part of being a human. You lose, now you figure out how to win. So
and just
continue.
Being okay with that, because sometimes everything is not for you. So again, you win some, you lose some. But sometimes you have. But you know what? This part of people don't stop and feel nothing no more. Everybody on a go mode. It's a go go go. Like, what's the next thing that you can do to occupy your time?
Autopilot.
To stop you from caring about that situation over there, or the fact that your kid is acting a fool, or the fact that your baby daddy is like tripping with you, or the fact that your wife or your spouse is like not communicating properly with you, or that y'all even have issues going on, like wanting to communicate that. It's just like we say we care about all these things, but the fear of putting those things into action to show we actually care freaks us out.
Because the only thing they care about is being right.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what they was arguing about on TikTok.
That's the only thing they care about is just being right. As long as you right up in the situation, then you fine. It doesn't matter that the statistic tells you one thing. It's what you think. I'm sorry, but your opinion really don't matter when it comes to actual proven facts.
Yeah.
You can have an opinion. You can have your feelings about it. But a fact is a fact. And it doesn't matter if you, because the crazy part about that statistic thing is that there's a statistic for everything. There's a statistic for if for your side of the argument, there's a statistic for my side of the argument. It just depended on the wording. But the whole simple fact of it is, do you really care about the wording? The only words you care about is that you're right. So it's like, figure out how some of the time you got to be wrong in order for you to be right. Like, that might went over a bunch of y'all heads, but like, that's not my problem if that went over your head.
Oh.
You got to want to care to figure out how to figure out what I just said. Some of the time you got to be wrong in order for you to be right. When it comes to marriage, some of the time it defeats the purpose of always trying to be right. Some of the time you got to take that L and just be like, you know what, you right. Now y'all both win. Some of the time
because sometimes it's not about being right or wrong.
It's
sometimes
about knowing.
Both
it's
of
the
y'all
knowledge.
Can be. Nobody can. Sometimes
we
nobody's
both can't
wrong.
be right because that's a participation trophy.
It's not, because sometimes nobody's wrong in the situation, because we have to understand that the way you experience life and the way I experience. Men are from
Venus and women are from Mars.
Yes, but just even if it's two women, like, or two men, like, the way somebody's experiencing life is not the same way you're experiencing life. Your life experiences is shaped on your background. It's shaped on your childhood. It's shaped on your experiences in life, your failures, your wins, your environment, as in your friends, your family. Like, it's shaped on all of that. And because we all come from such different dynamics, sometimes it's not, nobody is wrong. It's just y'all seeing it from 2 points of view. So how can you meet in the middle of that? Like, everybody want to be right. And that's what they was talking about on TikTok. And then they were saying that somebody was like, why don't we see more positive stuff? And I'm like,
because
I get
your
that
algorithm
question
is trash.
That's not even it. I get
your
that
life
question
algorithm
so much. And people be like, well, why don't we see more because that's what y'all promote.
Yeah.
That's what y'all care about.
Yeah.
That's the things that's going to get you to comment, like, share. Girl, did you see this? Look at this. But let it be something positive. Y'all just keep it pushing. Y'all barely press the like button because it's good enough. It's like, okay, y'all agree with that, I'm going to move on. Instead of upping the things that are positive. And then we wonder why we're always seeing so much negative. That's how somebody as this Sexy Red gets to be the pinnacle of female rap today. Like, how? And everybody's like, I ain't gonna lie, just because they changed the beat. You know how remedial you are talking about, well, I don't like the original version, I like the church version. First of all, you're going to hell. It ain't no church version of nothing that's got to do with Sexy Red. Second of all, they changed the beat. Baby, say you like the beat. Because they changed the beat and kept the lyrics, and you like that version. That don't even make sense.
It's the same thing.
That don't make no sense. So it's just kind of like the stuff that y'all do care about. And even if y'all don't care about it, you're showing you care about it by acting. You start acting on the things that you don't care about instead of acting on the things that you do care about. And somebody, like, I get that question a lot. People are like, well, y'all doing so much positive stuff. Well, why? Because people don't care about positivity. People like negativity. People like drama. So
Kevin Samuels was RIP, but Kevin Samuels was online doing a bunch of positive stuff for well over 5-6 years. Well over it. But he didn't blow up and get big until he started, like, telling women what they're doing wrong and what they need to do right. Or even telling men what they're doing wrong and what they need to do right. Now everybody wanted to come on his platform just so they could get rated. Because everybody want to know so that they rated it, so they can prove,
they're trying to prove that they're right.
And it's like, y'all don't care. Y'all only care about being right. And it's like, it's not about being right. It's about being in the right way, or it's about seeing stuff in the right light. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Get over it.
But let me tell you, you out here being a hoe. God dog it.
What?
Because we supposed to stop the cussing.
You've been doing that.
Let me tell you a 304.
You already said the word.
Okay, well, let me say that 50,000 females come out and be like, you can't shame us, you can't bash us. I can, because being a hoe ain't never been cute. Like, it's never been a
That's
thing.
The problem. Don't nobody want to get bashed. Like,
yeah. Like, I can't tell you how your actions are horrible and how that's affecting all. And then you have like, and I get black women like, well, we're all not like that. Yes, but it's the fact of what they're putting out. Like
The
they're putting
statistics is the
out that
word.
most black women are very loose. We have whorish ways. Like they're not bigging up the ones. And just because you know it, so what? Like
Yeah.
okay, you know that there's more, good for you, but it's what they're putting out there to the world. It ain't about your small ass world. I'm so tired of that. Like the 50 people that you know you smart ass, that's why people are impressed with you. That's why when you meet another race and they see that, they're like, oh my gosh, look at you. Because that's not what they're being shown about our race and culture and women. They're being shown that we are all hoes. We don't want nothing but men's money. Like, we don't do nothing. We can't, like, that we have 50, 11 baby daddies. You know how many, and that's coming from a personal experience. You know how many people stop me on a daily basis and ask me, or like on a consistent basis, and be like, oh, are both of the, like, those are your kids? Like, they have the same father? Because I don't have multiple baby daddies? Or assume because they see me in a store by myself, I'm a single mother?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I just have to be okay with being tossed in that pool. Because that's what black women, because black women don't want to be married anymore. Black women don't care about keeping a family foundation anymore. Black women are more willing to sit down and have a baby with a man, but not marry him or carry his last name. Y'all don't care about the stuff that's actually important, as if, well, I don't want to marry him, but you'll lay down and have a baby, something that's going to literally link you for the rest of your life. And that makes sense to you. That's what you decide to care about.
Or dudes that want to sit there and just let this woman be right all the time, when you know damn well that she wrong, but you ain't man enough to sit there and say, like, you got to relax with that, like, you wrong. Like, there's dudes that's willing to let they women bring them up on a platform and humiliate them in order for their woman to look right in front of other women, instead of you putting your foot down and be like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, you would rather sit there and let this woman humiliate you online. Like, that's the part that like really get up under my skin, because there's too many dudes out here that's willing to be humiliated just to say that they got a piece of ass, bro. Just to say that you got a female, you wouldn't let this woman run rampant out here.
And see, that's another thing. Because, see, that's a whole nother thing that people, that I get a lot too. People like, oh, your attitude. You have such a big attitude. Who's your husband? When they do find, they think I'm single, and then they find out I'm not single and I'm actually married. They're like, oh, well, I need to see you. I need to see your husband. Who's your husband? Because you a lot. And then it's like, what the hell? Like, I have to have a passive husband because of my personality type. And that's, I don't know, like, why the fuck do you care in the first place? And just, I'm not rude. Let's be clear. I'm not rude. I'm
I'm the
honest.
rude one. Like,
Like, I
shit.
act is, and people do, and it's me though. And people don't care about the fact that because I have a strong, I'm a strong individual, and people mix that with my personality. No, I'm not the friendliest person when you just meet me, because I don't know you. Like,
Yeah, that's
let's
wild. That
start that.
friendly
Like, I
stuff. Like,
don't
yeah.
know you. Let's be clear. If you say something to me, I'm gonna say something back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very, it's stranger danger. I'm sorry if y'all wasn't raised with that. But listen, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's the persona that is being put out there, black women and
Yeah.
just women in general. Like,
The persona of just black people in general, because the
yeah,
persona of black man
we don't
is
care.
either you soft,
Yeah,
or you a criminal, or you a deadbeat dad. When
yeah, that's not
statistic
true.
is that there's way more. You ain't even got to look that
Good.
statistic up. I
I'll
don't
look it
even,
up
like, yeah, I don't
because
even
I know
care
that
about the
makes y'all
statistic.
mad.
But
See,
it's
you
like
don't
the
care,
statistic
but
simple fact is that there are way more black fathers out here that's taking care of their business than anything.
yep.
Well, the statistic is real to me is because I know at least 10 black dudes that I'm cool with, and most of them, if not all of them, are in their kids' life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the statistic right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the simple fact of that, if I know me and all three of my best friends, two, we all take care of our kids. We all married. that's the ratio already let you know that it's high. It's not that many dudes out here that's not doing that. What?
That's it.
Nah, but it's the truth. Like, I mean, it's just there's way more black men out here taking care of their business than what they want to put out. There's
No, that's
way more
true.
black men out
Look
here
at
that's
it.
not even criminals, that's actually on the straight and narrow, and they want to make it seem like that we out here just we gang banging and we doing all that. Even if you is gang banging, there's actually like gang banging fathers, like they gang bang on the side, but they still actually like family men. And it's the crazy thing is the simple fact of that we are much more than just looked at criminals or we deadbeats or we don't want to be married or we not taking care of our family because we are. Like the statistic is that black people are one of the races that are more married than any other race. But if you look at that's a statistic too. There's
Say it
more
again.
black people are married than other races.
They used to be, not no more. It declined.
Oh well shit.
We used to be, that we used to be, but they've been telling us that we're not for so long. Now it's an actual reality because nobody wants to be married no more. Nobody cares to like have a family foundation. People don't feel like that's important no more. It's a so what if I don't want to be married? Marriage is not for everybody. You're right, marriage is not for everybody. But
kids ain't for everybody too, but everybody running around here having them. So
that part.
We got to figure out something. If you don't want to be married, then you don't need to have kids. Straight like that. Like again, if you don't want to be married, you shouldn't have kids. Because how you gonna bring a kid in this world, but you don't want their father to be a participant up in it? Like that makes no type of sense at all. And your brother and your daddy could never be as much of a man to this child than what their father can be. Your father is nothing but just a grandfather to these kids. Like so he can care and he don't have to care. Your brother is nothing but an uncle to these kids, so he can be there, he don't have to be there. But a father has to be there because that's their seed, that's their legacy. That's the problem. A bunch of y'all don't want to like let a dude have a legacy. You feel me? Because like family is all about legacy. That's your legacy as in a woman. That's my legacy as in a man. Like if we are literally on this earth to meant to have kids and keep it going. All that other stuff is minute. We are literally meant to have kids to reproduce, to have a family, reproduce, and teach the next generation what we was not taught. If you ain't trying to do none of that, then you out here just on autopilot. If you ain't even trying to do that, like that shows right there that you don't care. So like really what do you care about?
That's true. No, because we are, and people don't care about that anymore. And then people say, well, we do care, but like, oh, the men don't want to stay. Or it's like 1,000 excuses about why. And it's like, okay, but girl, you played a role in it too, because you probably knew that man didn't want you like that and you just decided to still have a baby. Like, it's like, it got to start with the men, but women don't care to look at ourselves and people don't care about doing the right thing no more. Honestly, that's really what I think it comes down to. People don't care about doing the right thing anymore by anybody. We don't care about doing the right things by our friends, by boosting them up and being able to support. It's like, well, you take whatever I give you. Oh, okay. So when you don't hear from me, please understand. Or like even with your kids, well, you just take what I give you. I'm buying you more than what my parents did for me. So that's doing more, and it's not. Like it's too many kids that are stupid, but they got a house full of stuff. They going on vacations and they doing like stuff that's not even kid friendly, really, to be totally
in our generation. Boy, I wish you would came home with a bad report card. They damn near take away the vacation over the summertime. So it's like, yeah, y'all don't even do that no more. It's like, nah, we're not gonna. There's no reward system when it comes to caring.
Yeah.
Like you can't reap the benefits of losing. There's no such thing as benefits of losing. There's only lessons in losing. You don't get to gloat that you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. Like straight like that. Like you can't have your cake and eat it too.
I got one. 70% of Black fathers who live with their children are more likely to have dressed, changed, or helped their children with everyday activities compared to any other race, whites or Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
Black fathers were also most likely to have eaten a meal with their children. And so this whole black fathers aren't crap just needs to stop. Because you just say you chose wrong.
Yep. That'd be the
like
problem.
just say you was being irresponsible.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of black men as well, and all the black men that I know take care of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thinking real hard on it, and I really don't think it's not a black man that I know personally that does not take care of. And they might not be with their baby's mother, but they
but they still take care of their kids.
Like that's why I'm trying to figure out what's happening with it, because again, everybody pivoted back to, well, men aren't staying and they just run around, so you feel like it's okay for you to run around as a woman and not care about your child. It's not
our problem that you only choosing to have relations with the 15% of men that's not willing to stand, like to be an upstanding guy. Like y'all continue to have relations with the same 15%, but then you trying to say that all men not the same. No, the men that you're choosing is not shit. Not all men not shit. The same way even for men, because these dudes are running around here and want to probably stick with the 15% and sitting there talking about that all women is trash. No, the women that you're choosing is trash. The point of the moral of the story of what I'm saying is you have the right to choose what you want to choose. Yeah, now, if you choose wrong, you lost.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it. You got to deal with your loss. So if you chose to have a baby with this crazy chick and now you mad because she's doing crazy things, you slept with a crazy chick and got her pregnant. That's your L. Now learn from your lesson. Your lesson is to, make sure my wife is not crazy. That's your lesson. Make sure that my wife have a good shoulder on her head. Make sure my wife, what you probably really need to do is 9 times out of 10.
Care who you sleeping with.
I wasn't even finna say that. I was about to say you need to get you a woman that had a father in her life. Because that's what I'm noticing. Ooh. The more women that have a father in their life, they actually act like they got some sense. Oh. Like, because it's the ones that running around here that ain't got no father, because that's the first man that showed you that they love you.
True.
That's the first man that taught you how to be an actual woman and like your different things that you're supposed to stand on. Mm-hmm. How are you gonna know how to be a good woman if your father ain't never told you, nah, you tripping on that?
Yeah. You only got your mama point of view on how to be a good woman. So you need
your mama can teach you how to be a good woman
to do the womanly duties,
that's on the woman's side. Your daddy the one that's gonna tell you like, nah, I mean, that was cool, but you might need to like step it up. You feel me? Like it's the fathers and not these simp fathers that just sit there my daughter doing good. Like those fathers ain't the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about like you need to get you with a woman that has a father that actually cared. Not that father that just popped back up in her life 2 years ago. Nah, she needs to have a father that actually cared.
Yeah, that brought her up, that's gonna like be like, that's gonna, if she ain't doing what she's supposed to do, her daddy gonna get on her. Like it ain't about him being mean, because my daddy's not mean. Like, but my daddy's gonna tell me like, you wilding right now. Like you got to chill. Mm-hmm. Like he will, and it's always been that way. Like I knew if my daddy said he was disappointed, I messed up. Mm-hmm. That was all. Like if my daddy said he was disappointed, I'll cross the line. And it's always been like that. And that's, I agree.
Yeah.
Like because fathers play an important role and people keep acting like they don't. And women just like, well, I'm not expecting him to say. You should be expecting him to say. Y'all don't care about who you laid down with. You have to care about something. Mm-hmm. Like literally something you have to care about. And who I lay down and sleep with is always been something I'm gonna care about. Like, and then people like, don't be judging you. It's not judgmental, but I can tell you for a fact I knew I wasn't gonna
I'm judging you and I should be able to judge you. What's wrong with judging? Like, there's nothing wrong with judging people. It's about the maliciousness behind the judging.
Yeah, it's not
If you're
malicious,
being
but if it's wrong,
malicious
it's
behind
wrong.
it, then yes, you shouldn't judge people.
Yeah.
But if you're judging people because they really honestly just like need to get their shit together, then there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you should be able to judge
Checks
each
and
other.
balances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's
No,
about.
You have to be able to check and balance.
Bread and butter,
Somebody
baby.
gotta be able to check you. And sometimes it's not always, like, even going back to the father, like having a father, your mother can teach you to a certain extent. And females feel like, oh, I'm gonna give it to my daughter, I'm gonna do this for your daughter. Your daughter's still gonna feel the need from a man. Like, I see a lot of females like, oh, I'm gonna buy my daughter on Valentine's Day, I'm gonna make her a basket. That's cute, but she still needs to get that from her daddy. Like, my mother never, like, and I came from a checker past, so take it with a grain of salt, child. But I'm saying in general, like, I got those things from my father. Like, my daddy didn't miss a Valentine's Day for us. My daddy didn't miss a birthday. He always was the one to, like, come home with the flowers and the gifts and the chocolate and, showed me that from a man. I don't think it hits the same way when it comes from your mother.
Because
it's like,
your father
that's what this whole
sets the
this
standards.
Galentine stuff come from, and it's like this girl's like, girl, I don't want them from like, not like that. Like, you can gift your friends. I gift my friends all the time. Like, I love that. But certain things they need to get from a man's found. You don't make up for it. She needs her
Because the
father
man
to
brings
do
the
that.
structure.
Like, yeah.
Men bring the structure when it comes to everything. Women brings the emotions. It teaches you how to be emotional. It teaches you how to be in touch with your emotional side. That's men and women. Your mother literally teaches you the emotional side of the life, of everything. Your father is the one that teaches you the structure part of everything, the do's and the don'ts, the everything. Your father teaches you structures.
Mm-hmm.
That's the checks and balance.
Mm-hmm.
You need a father in a kid's life so they can have some type of structure. You need a father in your daughter's life so she can have some type of standard when it comes to what a man is supposed to do towards her.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a father and your father is sitting there doing all these things, then when you get into this relationship and this dude is not doing the things off the muscle, you're going to know that this is not the dude that you don't want because he's not doing the things that your father did. It goes the same thing for men. If you get in a relationship with a female that's out here heartless and ain't trying to give you no emotional support or no emotions or anything like that, well, that's because you picked the wrong female. Your mother showed you what?
Go ahead, finish.
But say, nah, the mother was supposed to show her emotions, or your mother was supposed to show you that women are supposed to be emotional. Like soft. All these different things that men really actually want in a woman. Your mother taught you that. Now, that's your problem if you choose to back away from that. But
some men didn't get it. That's the thing with especially if you're a millennial.
Yeah.
A lot of our mothers were so busy being hard.
Yeah.
They didn't show the feminine side of what a woman should look like. They may have showed the cute side, like, oh, she should keep her hair done, like the money side of it. So that's why most men feel like they can buy you, because the mothers always taught us it's about the money. Like, you treat a girl right by you buying her.
Yeah,
like, but she didn't show you the nurturing side of what a woman is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of mothers, especially when they had sons, didn't talk to their son gentle, how you like to prepare them. Like, I never talk to my sons that rough, because you're not gonna come talk to my kid rough and think you the girl think you gonna be in this picture, and I am, because I show my sons the soft side. Like, you don't want no girl that's more masculine than you, baby. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not what you want. And a lot of men are attracted to women like that because their mothers were like that.
That's what they're
so
saying.
It's still a common. They in them psychologically they think it's okay.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, that's true.
And they have to unlearn that that's really not what they want.
Be. Yeah. Just like you gotta, like, boy, you won't tell you what grinds my gears real quick. Like, a woman that'll sit there and propose to a man. Like, that grinds my gears.
You gotta care about standards.
Yep. And if you a man and a woman ever propose to you, you better diss her, like, right then and there in front of the crowd.
Don't say that.
Why not? Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you should diss her right there in front of everybody. Like, you gotta humble her. Because if that woman proposed to you, that woman is wearing the pants in a relationship. She is.
You letting it all hang today.
She is. Like, if a woman proposed to you, bro, like, you should feel unmasculine that a woman proposed to you. That's not a masculine, like men propose.
Yeah.
Like
Men
this woman is so
choose-
masculine
I would
that
never. Let's be clear.
like that she's willing to propose to you, and you're gonna sit there and you,
Mhm.
yes. Like if you say yes to a woman proposing to you, bro, like you are a wild human being. That's wild.
Listen, me personally would never.
It ain't no to each his own on that. Like,
Would I recommend if my friend came to me and be like, girl, I think I'm proposing, I'm like, girl, no, you is not, because I won't let you do it.
I'm gonna laugh in the background. If I hear it, I'm gonna laugh.
Mark is the person that will okay you if that's what you want. I'm not. I'm the one to get in a fight with everybody, because if I think it's something shady going on,
okay about everything.
You won't, but you won't say nothing either.
It depends on what it is.
It had to be real bad if Mark say something. Like if he say something, that means y'all got to be damn near dragged to hell. Me, I say something for less. It could be a shady situation. I'd be like, that don't sit right with me. Like, I'm going to tell you right then and there that I'm not going to allow you to do that. Like, I can't, I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't do that. I'm going to tell you right then and there. That's why people don't tell me stuff. They'll tell him before they tell me, because I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. Like, don't you do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, if you still do it, I'm going to support you, but I don't feel right standing there if you don't know how I feel. I get in trouble about that all the time, because I'm just not gonna have you. I need to make sure this on the up, especially if you talking about marriage and stuff, because I take that serious. That's a vow between you and the Lord. Mm-hmm. That's a covenant that y'all about to make. So if you going into this on some shady stuff and it's already on rocky terms, y'all didn't like each other last week and y'all was bashing each other, and then all of a sudden y'all finna get married, I got questions. If you want my blessing, that's all I'm saying. Now I'll show up and shut up. But please understand, I'm letting you know how I feel about it. Like, that's all I'm saying. But if my friend came to me and be like, girl, I think I'm proposed, I'm like, girl, I think you should not. Like, we don't do that. I would never. Yeah. My daddy nor my mama would ever have me feel like that you're supposed to ask me for my hand. And then they getting on one knee and stuff. They really getting down. Girl, I'm not getting down on her knee.
Hilarious. You should humble her.
No, I'm not saying that.
You should.
It's already an embarrassing situation.
You should continue to embarrass her.
See, that's me. See
so she can get put in her place.
At least I'm gonna tell you in the privacy before you get this done. Mark it, wait it out.
But that's the point. If your friends did not stop you from proposing to that man, then that man has to say no. Because if that man says yes in front of everybody, his friends are gonna look at him different. Trust and believe. If that man says yes, his friends is back there snickering, and they gonna clown him. They gonna be part of his wedding. They gonna be there for him and everything.
But that's what I'm saying.
But they gonna be like them. They're like, so what? Are we wearing like dresses or are we wearing like suits?
Because that's your friends. Y'all mean like.
but that's honest. If your woman proposed to you, I think you honestly should probably put on a dress.
But you have to. I think. But see, that's what I'm saying. We have to care to hold each other accountable and have these discussions. Nobody want to.
Yeah, so if your friends let you propose to a man, you should tell her no.
For the fact of they don't want you to be that mad. I don't care. Somebody always mad at me.
Man, humble her, bro. Like tell her no.
Promoting it. Don't be telling people to humble. It's already embarrassing. He don't need to embarrass her words.
But she should. Maybe that's the problem.
Exit. Say, come on, let's go talk about it in private.
Yes. Because you know my take up on all of this.
I already know.
Like, you know where I know where society messed up. Like,
just tell us you don't care.
I do. Well, more of the story, like, I don't care. Like, more of the story, do you guys care? Like, what do you really care about?
Do y'all care enough? What do you care about? Tell us, because we don't know. But I got a good statistic before we go. This might, I know statistics will ruffle feathers. Like,
what's up?
A study reveals 96% of people are on. Damn it! I messed it up. Hold on, do over. 96% of people are on air pilot mode.
Yeah, people out here just 90%.
That's what it is. 96% of people are on autopilot.
People out here just on autopilot.
Mm-hmm. It says that 90% of a study of 3,000 people, 96% were living in autopilot.
Yeah, so that means 90% of people just out here floating.
Yep.
You a
90%.
whole NPC.
Mm-hmm.
You are in not like a non-participating character in a bunch of and 5% of people story.
Mm-hmm. That's a big percentage. I didn't think it was that big, but 96% of people out here living on autopilot. And that's a new stat. Like that was done in 2023.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah, 96% of people are living on autopilot. Y'all are not caring about absolutely anything. And it is showing by the way that our society is going.
Yep.
Like, it really is. Like, if we want to see more positivity, we have to start pushing more positivity.
Mm-hmm.
It's really that simple. And we have to just stop agreeing to agree. Like, stop arguing just to argue. Just for the sake of being right and in your feelings at the time.
Because a bunch of y'all to
right.
sit out here and watch this Blueface and Christina Rock. I finally know her name. Because she just got a new tattoo of that nigga on her face. But y'all will sit there and watch this toxic relationship and sit there and like continue to watch it and like promote this toxic relationship. Versus,
like that just happened?
Yeah, like either last week or the week before. Because you know I still be on World Star.
You do. I'm in a bubble. I'm still telling y'all, TikTok is exposing me a little bit, but even on my TikTok, I'm still my stuff is all positivity and people who want to make a change. I'm finding the people
but that's good.
Who care.
You fix your algorithm.
Well,
your algorithm is not full of gossip and all this extra bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's been for years.
The only way that your algorithm will be still full of a bunch of gossip if you're on Facebook. Because Facebook don't care.
Yeah.
You will exit out and they'll sit there and continue to show it.
Yeah, I didn't Facebook's not even on my phone anymore at this point. So I downloaded Meta for the businesses, so it comes to that. So I don't miss no business stuff. But Facebook, I'm not on it. I deleted Facebook off my phone. It wasn't serving the purpose.
So if you want positivity, you need to do positivity.
Promote positivity. Act on positivity. Boost positivity up just as good as the negativity. Like, that don't make, like, you have to care about something. And caring revolves action. Like, it's not just a word.
And it revolves you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like PSA, like I'm hard on people because I feel like we need that. Like we need it. Like we like men need to like buffing up. Like men need to like buck up, and like women need to like soften down. Like there's nothing wrong with like women being like they stand on their stuff when they supposed to. But some of the stuff is like we gotta relax. Like and on the other hand, men need to like step it up on other stuff. Like that woman shouldn't be the one that's taking charge in every single thing, you feel me? Like your family is destined to fail if you let a woman lead. A man, well, because a man is more, but that's like no disrespect towards women.
No.
It's not, but women lead more off of emotions. In order for you to go in the right way, some of the time you can't have your emotions involved.
It can't be two people.
Somebody have to be like
a leader.
Mm-hmm. And we tend to see more men leaders than there are women leaders. Like, cause what? Yeah, Rosa Parks somewhat led it, Black History Month, but there were still a bunch of men in the background that pushed it forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the only woman that really was like standing on her stuff was like Harriet Tubman, the big tub. But she had that blicky up on her, so
stop it.
She did.
Not show you nothing.
Even on the movie, she had the gun. She stayed with that piece.
That is disrespectful. Whoever did that video.
So Harriet Tubman didn't have that piece up on her during the movie, and she wasn't busting that bad boy. She shot her gun at least 3-4 times in that movie.
And she needs y'all to understand this was serious business. You had to care about your freedom.
Yeah.
You had to care. So, I mean, now I feel attacked, but when we can get a little emotional, we do have to allow men to lead. Men do have to be lead, show that they can lead.
Yeah.
And but we do have to at some point step back and let y'all lead, and also be there and be like, you ain't leading, right?
Yeah, but that's what
Like,
y'all supposed
you
to do.
not,
You're supposed to
you
tell your
not.
man, like, all right, I get it, but on this part, maybe we can do it like this way.
Mhm.
Because like we're
Be the
helpers, we're
voice.
helping each other.
Mhm.
The voice, yes, that's
Yeah, you
what
be
Rosa
his
Parks was.
voice.
She was
Yeah.
the voice of the freedom stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a comparison. That's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day.
We had a bunch of different like random little could have
Snippets
been
in
broken
there.
off into a whole
Yeah.
nother conversation.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, just be that rock for your man. You feel me?
Yeah, like, we gotta care about something other than being right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's not gonna push us forward as a society, and our kids are still gonna grow up in a screwed up society, and we gonna be the old people that we're not talking about, trying to figure out what happened. We did not raise our kids like we kept saying we were.
Mm-hmm.
Buying them is not raising them. Please understand that. Disciplining your child, understanding your child's temperament, understanding who your child is, growing with them, listening to them, helping them through their emotions.
That's
all
crazy.
of that is helping them become better.
Yeah.
Those are the things that's really going to pivot and make a difference. Not all the toys, not all the shoes, not all the gifts, not the getting their hair done, not all of the material things that people think is going to equivalent to love. For some reason, our generation is equivalent, well, my kid don't want for nothing. Yeah, besides your love and attention and affection. Like, how many of y'all is like going to work with your kid at home sick and trying to figure out why they being so slow? Sometimes they just need you.
Mm-hmm.
But you so busy trying to get to a bag, you can't take a day off to like really tend to your child. You can't take a day off to like just spend with your child. My daddy used to do that with us all the time, like, because he did work so much. When like he came home during a weekday and he just might not have been there, he would check us out of school, take us to lunch, just to spend the day with us, because he didn't always get a lot of time. He understood that. Like, my daddy's a lot of things, and like the relationship might not be perfect, but he always tries to give us his time when he could. And I appreciate that as an adult.
I don't know nothing about that. My daddy wasn't there. My bad.
Rest his soul. And
Both
I ain't
of
gonna let
them.
him do you like that.
Both of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him do y'all like that.
So yeah, both of them, but they both was good though. Like, yeah,
They
they
showed you
both
what
taught me
not to do.
something. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Showed you what not to do. It's always a positive way to look at it. He ain't showed you what not to do.
But nah, dang, because I had a good one, but I forgot because you were saying something and I had to piggyback off of that. Oh, that's what it was. Like, our whole entire generation would sit there and say that we wasn't heard. Like, our parents didn't hear us, but then you don't hear your kids. Like, you crazy, fam. Like, you gotta listen to the kids some of the time. Ain't nobody saying out here just like agree with the kids, but you gotta listen to them.
Yeah, understand. Like, it's really it's having an understanding with your kids. We ain't saying let them run wild. That's the half of y'all are letting your kids
the problem
run
now.
wild.
They letting their
y'all not
kids run
saying
wild.
nothing. Y'all just like, well, I don't know what's wrong with them. They just doing this. Then you yell, you scream, you whoop them. That's not like, what's your problem? Like, I had to have many sit downs with Santana. Like, okay, bro, what's your problem? Like, this toddler is taking me through. He throwing chairs in my house. I'm like, listen, homie. Like, you 3 feet tall, homeboy, I need you to chill out. What's your problem? You go to your room and come back out when you feel like you ready to be around society. You don't be running around here acting like that with nobody. Like, come back when you like acceptable. Like, and he go back there, he come back. Now, he still be on his
toddler stuff.
Yeah,
but
screw all y'all. He come back with the same energy, but he a little bit nice about it. Yeah, he calmer about it. Like, he be like, what? He'll come in and look at you like, what you looking at?
We can get this back started if you want to.
Yeah, don't start none, won't be none. Like, but he come back calmer. Like, he understand. He knows. If he not, he can go right on back there. It's meeting them where they at. Yeah. Give your kids the time. Because raising your kids, everybody have kids. Everybody not raising kids. It's a difference.
Message.
That's the yeah, like, everybody have kids. Y'all ain't raising. Because raising your kids is hard. That crap is, that the next episode gonna be about kids. I don't care what y'all care about.
Yeah,
all my parents, stay tuned.
Yeah,
We need to talk.
that was gonna be that might be actually a good one because
Mhm.
that can go multiple ways when it comes to kids.
Yeah.
But this has been a longer episode than usual. We went over that an
I did
hour
not
mark.
see that.
I didn't think it was gonna go that far too. I ain't even gonna lie
Be
to you.
interesting to listen back
I
to.
thought it was gonna be like maybe 30
Me
minutes.
too.
But I mean, we did good up on this one, I believe. I once again think we had us a good episode. I said I didn't care, but apparently I did care because there was a lot I had to talk about.
Let's see.
But do you have a rant?
I do. Because listen, what y'all not going to do is keep coming for millennials. That's what you're not going to
I
do.
thought you about to say big.
I'm going to get to that afterward. But y'all people on this millennial stuff, it ain't, let's be clear. There is not a competition between millennials and Gen Zers. You can't have a competition.
That's the whole episode.
One. That's episode 2.
Damn near. Because they don't even have no cool dances.
We're going to have to come back, y'all. We don't.
They parents
y'all
make
let us
them
know.
go to
y'all
church.
want to do this millennial versus Gen Z episode?
Nah, I'm not doing that because they gonna pick that instead of talking about the kids.
We can always talk about the kids. They ain't going nowhere.
True.
The kids ain't going nowhere.
Nah, we might drop that millennial
because we got to
Gen
talk about
Z.
this. Listen,
because that's hilarious.
Y'all ain't even what? Y'all wish y'all could be as lit as we was.
Y'all didn't even have house parties like us.
Y'all don't even know what a house party is.
The movie order.
Y'all know, yeah. I don't know about begging your parents to go to the mall because that's where everybody was.
Or the movie theaters.
Or the movie, yeah. You sitting at the movie. You done hop 3-4 movies. You been there all day. What?
Y'all parents ain't drop y'all off at Astroworld. Well, they don't have that, but
yeah, y'all ain't got Astroworld. Listen.
Yeah. Y'all couldn't wait to be no damn teenagers so you can get dropped off at Astroworld.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all didn't go to no Fright Fest. Like, I got in trouble.
The haunted houses.
Yeah.
At school.
I still blame my cousin for that. I got in trouble.
Oh.
Going to Fright Fest. But that still feel like that wasn't his fault. That was my two-lady fault. You let me go and talk about I can go to Fright Fest, but I had to be home like at 10. It was like, bro, like it ain't getting lit until then. But that's a whole nother episode.
And Megan and Nikki, listen. Nikki, that's not queen behavior. Like, you can't be talking about it. I have to just go. I can't even say what I'm about to say because they gonna be on this episode. Girl, we will have to get out there. Do you hear me barefoot now? Like, cause who mama you talking about? Cause we don't play that in the South. See, that's New York stuff right there. People from the South know better. Mm-hmm. That's disrespectful to be disrespecting the unalive like that. That girl, that's fighting words.
Yeah, especially in the
South.
Like,
we will have a gang of people at your door. Like, we don't care nothing about security. We ain't been to jump gates, girl. We like, that's so disrespectful.
They can't jump gates up north because they barely got houses. They stay in apartments stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, that's crazy. You done ruined your legacy for what?
People in New York stay on the 154th floor, but it ain't no penthouse.
Like, you didn't look like, girl.
They can't even touch grass in New York. They touch concrete.
Really, Mark?
Hell yeah, they wish they had grass up there. Boy, that's scary. You got beef with a nigga up on the 40th floor, but you stay on the 50th. Now you got to go down all these flights. Dang, that's crazy. I couldn't have did that. I couldn't have stayed in New York. That shit lame. It is. It is, bro. Ain't nothing cool about New York. Like, I'm willing to put that like
I'm not arguing with you. I ain't saying absolutely nothing. I'm just saying she downright disrespectful, and you gonna look back at that. And
no, she not, because she on drugs.
You can. Allegedly. You can't just be throwing stuff out there like that. You don't know
She
that.
named a CD pill, like she had songs called Pills and Potions.
Allegedly.
No, that wasn't allegedly. That was the actual title.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Man, if the girls is on drugs, the girls is on
You
drugs.
cannot say that.
I can say what I want to say, actually.
Actually, you can on the internet. So you might wanna. You better act like Biden running this country. Like you
Fall
better
asleep?
listen. I think he sleep. He doing
He
a
ain't
whole
too
lot.
sleep. He doing a lot to be out here. Weekend at Bernie out here.
I'm saying.
Dang. Do I have a rant?
I don't know. You been all over the place today.
This episode was my rant. Like, it was a rant episode.
You feel better?
Hell nah, because I know people still don't care. My bad, New York. I mean, y'all do stay in like huge ass apartments with no penthouse, but I ain't mean to go in on y'all like that. I kind of did,
Feel
but
personal.
didn't.
Like you feel like an attack?
Because people from New York act like people be, never mind. I'll leave that alone.
Word.
But it's like nobody, like nothing. But I'm Hunt. Man, I'm from the South, you feel me? Like, I'm from Southside Houston, Texas, South Park, most city to be exact, you feel me? Like, Texas, you feel me? I'm from Texas, you feel me? Like, what you expect? Like, I feel like ain't nothing better than Texas.
That's true.
I'm supposed to.
That's true.
Like, yeah, you're a whole fool if you from Texas and you feel like New York is better than Texas.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Like, yeah, he a
Like,
wild
in
human
what
being.
world?
Yeah. But I'm Hunt.
I'm Kiki.
This is the Hunt Life Podcast. Y'all, Hunt Life.
Live dreams. Bye, y'all.
What's good, people? Before y'all leave, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Oh, and follow us at
Hunt Life the podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. You can also find me at I'm the Key on Instagram, and you can follow us on Hunt Life Co on Instagram and TikTok.
And you can find me on Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everywhere. Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everything, and also Hunt Files. And don't forget, if you got any comments or any statements or anything that you want to leave us, you can always find us up on Instagram and Hunt Life, the podcast. Have a great day, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hunt Life, live dreams.